YouTube, what is going on? We are back with another Sunday drive. Colin C and Joe P coming live, minus Joe P, that is. So I went to Milltown Coffee this time. Definitely my favorite coffee. I get in, dang Mike, I get in almond milk iced miel, which is like the best drink in town, I think, by far. I'm totally biased, but I think it's the best drink in town by far. Honey, cinnamon. If we could go around and do like Dave Portnoy reviews of iced miels, we 100% would. Joe and I have tried them everywhere, have had people make them. They're awesome. So I highly suggest it. Next I have to show is the cookie. I had a big hand in making these cookies. You'll see it in the thumbnail, but they are awesome and definitely my favorite thing to get if I'm like having a treat or a snack, or not even, I wouldn't even call it a cheat. That's just stupid. But yeah, they're awesome. So highly suggest these. All right, so what I want to talk about today on this beautiful day, it's been like 14 days straight of 90 degree, 85 to 95 degree weather in Iowa, which is awesome and probably a little rare. But what I want to talk about today is your willingness to keep going and to actually suck at something new. So even when we're opening or starting this YouTube channel, we had to be honest with ourselves. We didn't know shit between a camera, a 4K, 1080 DH or whatever. We didn't know any differences between that. Final Cut Pro, you might as well have been speaking Mandarin. We had no idea what anything in Final Cut Pro was. And we had to learn all that. So we had to be okay with realizing, hey, our first videos aren't going to be very good. We were sitting there spinning our wheels for a good month to a month and a half with content, but we were kind of scared to release it. Eventually, we just said, screw it. We're going to get made fun of. Things aren't going to go right. We're going to screw up. But you had to be willing to release it. And that's what I want to kind of get into, is that I see so many people, even in my gym and daily life, whatever it is, that are simply scared to start something, and it amazes me. I mean, you are going to suck at it.
A bunch of puppets.
Hold on a second, people. Hold on a second.
That's just the way it is. If you're unwilling to do that, you're never going to be great, and you're never going to get to the position you want to be in. You think Michael Jordan just, after a second missed shot, well, basketball ain't for me, let's just shut her down, badminton it is. No, it doesn't even make any sense. Cristiano Ronaldo, what, didn't score a goal his first time out? Yep, sorry, soccer ain't it, we're gonna go give this math thing and science thing a try. Whatever it is, you're gonna be bad at it. I mean, every mathematician in the world that failed a problem or whatever it may be, they're gonna have rough spots. You're going to not be very good when you first start. And honestly, that is the most difficult part. People literally won't start because they realize, oh, that person's so great. It's going to be, oh, that person makes all the money. That can be you, but you have got to start. The bottom line is you're going to suck. I mean, face facts. You're going to be bad at it. And if you're unwilling to do that, then you deserve to stay in the same position you're in for the next year and the next year and the next year, because unless you're going to be vulnerable enough with yourself, with your friends, with your family, it's never going to work. Who cares if someone doesn't believe what you say? Who gives a shit? I mean, back in the day, it used to be a big deal. Now I couldn't care less. It just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
You have got to get to the point where you can start these things risk and guilt free. I mean, everything's going to come with issues, and you're going to have problems with anything you do. But to not start because you're simply scared of being made fun of or losing some money or whatever it is, then what's the point in living? You're going to get stuck in the exact same position year after year after year, and you're going to have the exact same conversations with yourself. A lot of people, if you can look at any article you want of why people are scared to start gyms, it's because a lot of them are scared to be made fun of. I mean, it's because they're fat, they're overweight, they've been eating like shit, and they know they've been doing this to themselves, but now they're scared to go fix it because they're scared of somebody seeing them fat, overweight, out of shape, and working out and trying to fix it. I think that's the coolest thing in the whole fucking world. I really do. I've got a couple 100-pound losers in my gym right now that for them to start, it wasn't easy because I didn't take it easy on them. I didn't change a goddamn thing I did. They had to put in the work like every other person. They got treated the exact same because they were able to get over the hump that, hey, people want to see you. They want to see you show up. They want to see you thrive. They really do. Especially when you're with other like-minded people. Sure, there's some people out there that hate you for no reason, that hate life, that hate everything about it. They want to see you crash and burn worse than everything. They don't even care about failing, so as long as you fail. They don't even want success. They just want you to fail. Those people are people you give no mind to. You give no energy to. You know who they are. They're not worth it. Who cares? Who cares? That is something where I think if you really thought about where you're going and where you want to be in life, if you got rid of those ideas of who gives a crap about what other people think and what they're going to say about you because you're trying to start something new, and guess what? You're probably going to fail. It's probably not going to work out. It probably won't the first time, and it probably won't the second time, but eventually, over time, after hour put into your new craft that you wanted to try, you're going to get better. And you're just going to get a little bit better. And some people say that 1% better every day. The concept is right. I actually like that. It's just way too high. You ain't getting 1% better every day. You're getting 0.0001% better every day. And some days you're probably going to get worse because you're going to have a bad day or whatever it is. Those are all part of the process. But the people that you see at the top, the people you see with 1 million YouTube subscribers, the people that you see with all this money in the bank, the people that you see at the CrossFit Games, the people that you see on TV, they've put in a shit ton of hours. You don't see the amount of time that they've put in behind the scenes. All you see is them raking in this money, going to parties, maybe having friends or whatever. You don't get to see the behind the scenes that it took. Now, some people are born just with in the right parents, at the right house, at the right time, they're fucking dancing on stage with TikTok or whatever. More props to them. They did shit that I never did, that I'm never going to do, and I'm never going to be good at. I'm the worst dancer ever. You get enough Coors Lights in me, I'll dance my ass off. Don't get me wrong. But you can't compare yourself to them. That's just the way it is. Even everybody starts at a different position. Absolutely. I mean, I've started at a much different position than other people in my class. And you can never compare yourself to others, but you can end up in the same place. And I'm not saying that there's not a billionaire who's got kids who are going to have the perfect life and the perfect way to go about it. Yeah, they do. Who cares? Their parents set them up. That's how they can do it. I'm not saying that they're going to have this beautiful, overarching, everything's great in their life, because that's completely wrong. But that's not you. And you can make any decision and anything. People make money off of dancing in front of their phone like an idiot. And they shake their butt and do whatever. And it's like, kids, you make money on YouTube now by a kid watching another kid play a video game. What the fuck? Like, why am I not playing Call of Duty right now and having people watch me play Call of Duty? I don't know, but you can do that now. So if you're willing to start something and you are willing to suck at it for long enough, eventually, I'm telling you, you're going to reap the benefits of it. And you deserve it because you went in, you worked your ass off, you got made fun of. Probably someone told you were stupid. Probably someone said, hey, your YouTube channel sucks and I disagree with it. Okay, whatever. Don't watch it anymore then. But I can tell you this. We'll keep doing it until we get enough people that enjoy the content we're putting out. And we really, truly want to help people. And I think that with enough of that type of attitude, you will eventually succeed. I mean, there are so many opportunities for people out there to live a better life. I truly believe that if you just keep going at the shit you suck at and you want to be passionate about it and you want to work your butt off, I think you can get there. I mean, you can do anything nowadays and literally make money. There is people in town right now who clean up dog shit and they make a ton of money by cleaning up dog shit. oh, I'm going to clean up your dog's shit all day, every day, and I'm going to make a ton of money. And you know what's cool about them? They don't have to work in the winter. So they're laughing at my ass who doesn't clean up a whole lot of dog shit because they're down in Florida and I'm paying them to clean up my dog shit in the summer. I mean, how genius is that? That is someone who said, I see something wrong with it. No one's doing it, so I'm going to go put it in there. And that's what they do. And I think it's totally underrated, the idea of sucking at something so bad and for so long until eventually you just get good. I mean, there was this one, an NBA player who hadn't been called up in, what was it, like 16 seasons, and then he gets called up in a playoff game. I mean, that's some dedication. You have got to be willing to put in those type of hours and that type of energy for that type of length of time. And I guarantee you, the longer you do that, the luckier you're going to get, the more opportunities you're going to have from meeting people, from putting in this work, that eventually things will go right. Now, listen. You can go the other way and you can bitch about your life and you can complain about how hard it was and you can complain about how your parents didn't give you a bunch of money and no one did anything for me. No one's doing nothing for you. No one's helping you out. So calm your ass down, go to work, write some shit on a piece of paper and go do it. Guess what? It's going to be a long ride. And when you get there and you're able to actually experience these things, you're going to understand how much more gratitude you have for it and how much harder you've worked. But until you're ready to do that and you want to be vulnerable enough with yourself that, hey, I'm going to suck at it. It's not going to work out right away, but eventually I'm going to make this work. Why do you deserve to be better than anybody else? You haven't put in that work. You don't. You simply do not. And I'm going to try to wrap this up now, but I'm really passionate about people, coming to me and telling me about their dreams and how good they want to be in CrossFit or whatever it is in your life. In mine, it's about being fit. But, I just had someone the other day, they're like, hey, I want to get muscle ups, I want to get handstand walking, I want to get all these things. And they're like, well, he's doing it. I'm like, well, Jared over there in the corner has been here for 4.5 years. He hasn't missed a day in 4.5 years. And some days he pulls 2-a-days. Do you think he just popped up there and started walking over the ramp on his hands and doing bar muscle ups? No. He put in a ridiculous amount of hours, failing reps, failing going over the ramp, probably hurting his shoulder, hurting something else, and still going through that. So that is something where it's like, you have got to realize that it's all just one brick at a time. And once you do, I promise you, you are going to have a better outlook on life and you're going to go even further. So go out there and do some shit that you didn't think was possible or that you're going to suck at for a while, because eventually you just may be good at it. Eventually you just may be one of the best in the world. I can tell you this, when we first started CrossFit and I made OC3 and we brought it up, did I really think that OC3 was going to be one of the best teams in the world? Hell no. I was worried about paying my damn bills. But eventually, over time, we just got really, really, really good. And that's just one example of a million. And I'm sure you've got some in your life. So go ahead and get started. Go do something you've always wanted to do that maybe you've been scared to do. All it does is take one step forward and it leads to another one. Don't be scared to suck in. Everybody does at some point in time. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you tuning in. If you got your workout in today, go ahead and like and subscribe. Or just go get a cookie and eat some cookies. That's what I did today. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until you're physically ready to do that, I'm about to just crash into this goddamn lady. Idiot. Sorry. Off topic.